Hello and welcome to this video. This is for Thursday and it is Thursday the 26th. What a brilliant number! 26th of June 2014. How brilliant is this? 2 and 6 is 8. That is a very Jupiterian number. I love Jupiter because it is my ancient ruler of Pisces. Woo! And we really understand Jupiter and abundance in terms of the spiritual side of things, as well as how that manifests in other kind of ways here in the physical. Most importantly, the reason I think that we really appreciate it is because we really kind of see the benefits and the goodness of having that abundance in terms of spiritual wealth really right to the core of us. That's who we are, that's our identification, and that's what's really important to us, as well as obviously here in the physical and how that materializes in good health and well-being and having a loving, supportive network of family round about us, our friends, our soulmates. These extend to our our partnerships, our children, our family, our parents, our pets that we have, all our soulmates. And of course we see this as the greatest kind of form of abundance when we are having beautiful relationships and partnerships with these wonderful soul connections, wonderful people in our lives. So so Jupiter can extend even further than that, as you know, in terms of the types of abundance that can materialize in. And of course, when it materializes for us, we can tend, I think, for Pisces, we like things or material things if it's kind of something that allows us to express ourselves further creatively, so something that's really fun like that, or if it's having like really lots of like fun situations that are creative but that are really kind of brought through and channeled through our own soul and divine heart-centered connection. And I think that's why we do kind of have that sort of love for life from the very spiritual aspects there, and how we can appreciate it in that sense. And it's great. That is my ancient ruling planet, and loving Jupiter. So that's a very Jupiterian number 8, and of course it can mean different things to different people, but the main thing there was pointing to is a soulful spiritual connection, and it's that kind of infinity, eternity symbol, like the number 8 if you sit it on its side there, and that's what it's all about, and that's what love is a lot about. I always say it's brilliant to see the connections really take fruition in who we're talking to in our page and in the members that we can see there, and who's subscribing to our channels. But it goes much further than that. Of course, it's very heart and soul, and that's that infinity number 8 on its side, eternal connection that we all share through heart and soul. That love, that's love-centered. Okay, so this is a wonderful number, a wonderful day. And because everything's so abundant right now, we have lots of different choices. Plenty of choices, plenty to choose from in all kind of different aspects of your life right now. So you could be feeling this in lots of different avenues and ways, shapes, form, could be manifesting itself. And whether it's decisions to make, to choices of ways you want to go about a project, or relationship-wise, etc. You're going to be full of tons of choices there in any aspect of your life, and a particular aspect you'll be pinpointed with in particular, I think, and you'll know what that is for you. So the card that had come up for this was the card that says choose wisely, because you've got so many different choices, there's so many different possibilities, that when that happens, it depends how you're looking at it again. That's why it's important if we go, I always like to go like one back to the day previous, because it always gives us a key as into the next sort of day's energy. And if you're kind of listening to that and going with that energy and really understanding it for what it is and how it can give you the key to that day, then to the next day follows on really nicely and smoothly too. Because the last one was about going and using our intuition, and of course also standing for our core beliefs and values. Well, those are going to help us for this one for Thursday when it comes to making the choices, isn't it? That makes complete sense. So, you know, always go back if you haven't watched the video before, the day before. That always really helps add in a key. I seem to find that there's always great connections consecutively day by day. So that's going to give us the key then, therefore, to make these choices wisely. Because when you've got so many different choices, it can seem when you're just looking at them, you know, for what they all are, then it could be confusing if you're just looking at them as they are. But if you're drawn to this channel, chances are this is just a good reminder that this is my daughter Lucy,
and your mommy times it's a bit of a thing, but it just means Bella playing. She kind of likes to go for the ball, and she does, but only if you play it with her downstairs and you're upstairs.
She should run after the ball.
And then you have to throw it down, and then, but not in her angle, the other angle, so she sees it, but it doesn't go on her. So it goes round, and then she goes for it, and then she kind of grabs it and stuff.
So you and Bella having lots of fun with the ball, playing throw and catch.
Yeah.
Where's Bella now?
And you see it?
That's a
A
ball.
ball.
Well, thank you very much for showing us. See, that looks gorgeous. I love that colour and how it's coming up on there. That like lovely orange colour. It's kind of orangey red, but it looks more orange, doesn't it, when the light sort of shines on it. But when we're looking at it here, it's actually quite red, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just depends.
Yeah.
So we've got all these different options, all these different choices, as I was saying, and with this abundance, particularly in our creative field, which was really interesting because when Lucy came in, they were talking about the ball and the colour, and of course they were playing. It was having lots of creative fun times. And the colour of the ball that she had was showing up in the light as orange, although it was red. It was showing up as orange with the light through it. And that is really interesting because it just made me think, when I was looking at the ball at the time, I was thinking of that creative sacral chakra, the orange colours. And that is really, really all about our creativity, our soul and heart's desire, and how we express that. And of course, that's really what this Jupiter in Cancer is all about as well. Our creativity, how we express ourselves, the fun that we have, the joy that we have in life with our family, with our children, our partners, our pets, our families, and that's all about friendships, whether it's, that soulmate, again, as I said, or this kind of partnership of the twin flame. So it's that kind of time, and you could be actually finding that, it could be a project, it could be, a creative pursuit, it could be some sort of sport hobby that you're thinking of, more kind of hobby, something, or crafty, arty. It could be a relationship. So you could be confronted with all these decisions and all these choices rather, and it could feel that you're inundated, and it's just like, well, where do I choose? Well, again, as I say, that's the key. Going back to day before where we had the key there that was unlocking that key, but it's kind of like, it's really nice how it kind of unfolds and continues on like this. Really find that brilliant. So the key was then, therefore, if we go back again to really get into our core values and our beliefs, well, that really makes sense, because that is going to further forward how we make those choices and what we decide, that's in our alignment, if it this way, or if I might need to tweak this to get that further into alignment with that, and then therefore that's how we can take that forward, whether that's with a project and how to go about something. It might be that you want to take something further out there. I know certainly I have, and I'm kind of taking time to go back in and think about it, just relax with it and think, well, okay, right, how do I do that? You know, there's these ways of doing it, which maybe those are options, but I need to tweak that to make sure it's in alignment and it feels right and it sits right with me in terms of, you know, emotionally. So use your emotions, you know, to check in, is that sitting right with my core values and beliefs in that area and that area and that area, and then therefore that's going to help there just to kind of keep things in alignment for your choices and decisions that you're making. If it's a partnership, business partnership, or a relationship, a romantic relationship, you know, a lot of people are talking about, you know, between soulmates and twin flames and all the rest of it. Well, you know, show up, stand strong in your core values and strengths there, and your beliefs. Understand them, really check in with them. Make sure you're just checking in, but you're standing within in those. And you know, that just means that, you know, people, if you have lots of opportunities there for partnership, or you're looking to partner with one person a certain way, well, and you want to take things a little bit further forward, or you'd like to see that take fruition, but you're not, you know, you want to make sure it's in alignment with your core values and beliefs. So just check in, make sure you're standing in those core values and beliefs, and you know, the right people will show up, and they're either going to show up with you know, the type of situations that produce those positive in alignment results with you, or they're going to trigger something that will help both you and them further align and make sure that you're, you know, you're standing in real kind of strength there, and therefore they'll go back and do the same kind of thing. So, or it's going to fit absolutely completely perfectly well, and it's going to gel, and that's when you're going to know that is the key, that all fits into place and you're up and running. So there we go. And have a wonderful day. So plenty of choices, not stuck for choices today. And this makes complete sense, as I say, with that Venus in Cancer, and also with this Gemini energy. I really feel it's, you get a lot of people kind of standing in alignment really with this strength that I'm talking about in the core values and belief systems. You know, you are gonna find someone that really matches, and you could be meeting up with your actual twin flame. Okay, so there we go. That's how that affects everything. Have a wonderful sounds like a very kind of thrilling Thursday